thinking that Big Meech would never come home again. But now, Big Meech is home. What are you gonna do, Jeezy? What are you gonna do?
Escape global music.
What up, what up, what up? It's your guy, D to the A to the R to the N. Bars. And you're back with another episode of The Bars Report. That's right, my friends, The Bars Report. Now you see me? Now you don't. Magic Man. Big Meech is home. I'm talking about, this guy's had documentaries about him. He's had TV shows created about him. Let's dive into this, man. So much controversy has come out about this guy being home. We're talking about Jeezy running. Jeezy ain't coming home. We got Blue Da Vinci calling him a snitch. All this and more today on The Bars Report. Alright, so yo, Big Meech is home. The strippers in Atlanta is going crazy. They talking about they've been selling 3.5s out here. They ain't buying no bottles out here. They ain't doing nothing out here. They ain't putting on for the community out here. They being cheap. They just coming to the shows and they just watching the girls. They ain't tipping the girls. They ain't making it rain like they was back in, hold up, time out. Let's go back to 2004. Big Meech and his brother Terry Flannery took over the streets. Started off in Detroit. Watch the documentary, watch the TV show, and you can get the whole picture of it. But pretty much two brothers started out in Detroit, started taking over gangs, started incorporating their gangs, and started moving with their gangs. And then before you knew it, they expanded their operation across the majority of the United States. Anyway, the life that rappers be rapping about, Big Meech really did that. He really did that, son. We're talking about a global operation of moving cocaine, allegedly. Allegedly. Locked up. Fast forward to today. Now he's home. So now everybody's happy. But not everybody's happy. A lot of people are saying, there's a lot of speculation out here saying that Blue Da Vinci was talking to Whack 100 and he was pretty much calling him a snitch. Saying that he used his business partner, Tammy, as a co-defendant to set up somebody from the Mexican cartel. But instead of setting him up to reduce Big Meech's time. But instead of setting him up, Cuffy, who also owned the rights to Big Meech's life story, it was going to sell it to Lionsgate for to create a movie. But when he made the phone call, I guess he got crossed up in it and they ended up setting him up instead. When Big Meech was approached about this, he said he didn't know anything about it. But how you didn't know anything about it if your business partner, who's also on the paperwork, is also the one that snitched on you? It makes you wonder, right? It makes you wonder. Like, why is his name in the paperwork if he had nothing to do with it? So now Cuffy, who was Big Meech's, I guess you could say they go way back, like his kids look at him like an uncle. They call him Uncle Meech. Now he's doing 30 years and he's been X'd out of the rights. I heard a recording of Cuffy's daughter who pretty much called Meech her uncle. And she was saying that, yeah, you know, according to the paperwork, doesn't look good for Meech. It pretty much looks like it backs up what Blue Da Vinci was saying about how he's a snitch and how they cut Cuffy out of the deal. The Big Meech life story. Fast forward today, we got the BMF on Stars, the 50 Cent show. Make sure y'all check that out. It's pretty cool. If that wasn't enough, so now Jeezy is on the run. Allegedly, one of Young Jeezy's girlfriends said that ever since he got word that Big Meech has come home, he's done doubled up his money, putting it down on his security, and he probably won't be seen in broad daylight. There's also been talks of his wife, his ex-wife now, would talk about how Jeezy would feel uncomfortable at night and would sleep with his chopper loaded up by the bed. I mean, I understand protecting exercising your Fifth Amendment right. But I think it's kind of crazy to leave an automatic weapon in the reach of a child. But that's how paranoid he was. So allegedly, he was supposed to take care of Big Meech's legal fees when he was locked up, but he never did it. And ever since then, he thought that Big Meech should be serving out he's serving out a life sentence to come after him again. But it looks like he was wrong. Now that Big Meech is home, Jeezy is running. Allegedly. Blue Da Vinci also said that when Jeezy first came around, Jeezy wasn't the young Jeezy that we know today. I mean, this was a completely different guy. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, you know, somebody that learned the lingo, learned the swag from BMF, then inquired it into his lyrics, and then they started putting money into him, and then next thing you know, stiff arm. Bow. Labels started hollering at Jeezy. Big Meech gets locked up. He bails on Big Meech. Jeezy starts getting looked at from record labels. Jeezy ends up signing a solo deal with Def Jam, and he ends up signing a group deal with Bad Boy Entertainment. Thinking that Big Meech would never come home again. But now, Big Meech is home. What are you gonna do, Jeezy? What are you gonna do? What are you guys thinking? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think Jeezy was wrong for not paying Big Meech's lawyer fees? Do you think it's all a bunch of hoopla? Do you think none of it is real at all? Let me know. Also, let me know what you think about Blue Da Vinci. Do you think Big Meech snitched? Do you think he had anything to do with Tammy talking to the feds trying to set up the Mexican cartel? Or do you think it was just a coincidence that he was getting reduced time and it was just the wrong place, wrong time and situation? But I don't know. I'm just reporting the news. Let me know what you think in the comments. But you know what it is, man. It's your guy, D to the A to the R to the N.
Escape global music.